I don't know if he was being eliminated by the FBI or even by the Universal Records executives. What happened was Cassie filed this lawsuit. He settled in about 48 hours.
Very fast.
So then everybody goes, oh, what? Did he settling?
Yeah. Yeah.
So everybody starts filing. And so Lil Rod files some real graphic, nasty stuff. We're talking minors, sex trafficking, ecstasy and the alcohol. And then all hell blows loose. And that's when the feds come in and raid. And they go right to the camera system and pull all the servers out. And they, I believe, arrested the drug mule. And so they're closing in. They're going to build a case. And look, is this something that's coming down at the highest level? I have no idea. But I know Diddy's life is about to blow up.
Your thoughts on this story here?
So it wasn't just this guy that was saying it. Lil Rod, the former producer, filed the lawsuit, and he said every room in Diddy's mansions were wired with cameras. And he had some of the footage, he had some of the pictures, and he displayed those in the lawsuit that came out. And this was used for blackmail material. They'd bring in these people. A lot of these people were also aspiring young artists in the music industry. And then these parties were sponsored by Motown Records CEO, Universal Records CEO. This goes all the way to the top. And so you get these people in compromising situations. The drinks were laced. The videotapes were hot. And then at the end of the day, you wake up the next morning, what did I do? And then they have compromising material on you. And then they can guide your career. They could kill your career, but they got you. And it wasn't just people in the music business. As you said, there were athletes, there were celebrities, there were politicians, people from the royal family. And we were also told by the former bodyguard that Diddy was an FBI informant. Whoa. So he was a snitch and was feeding information to the feds. And we don't know what that means. We haven't been able to confirm it, but even Lil Rod said it's not just like Epstein. It could be worse than Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. This case has lots of narcotics. If you read the filings, we're talking meth, cocaine, PCP, ecstasy.
The stuff in the drink to make you pass out so you don't remember whatever.
Roofies.
Rohypnol.
Hangover.
Yeah, everybody was getting roofie. And apparently everybody, there was even conversations of, I just saw another video where Diddy is giving a drink to Justin Bieber, and we keep seeing videos with him and Justin Bieber, and like they're making sure that Justin Bieber's drinking it, and there's another cut of him in the party, and Justin Bieber just looks like a little bit off.
What age was he at the time?
Does it really matter at that point? Justin Bieber's now just, I mean, he was young with blonde hair, like he was like, what, 17, 18?
Sean Diddy Combs' neighbor claims Diddy brings minors to his house by the busload late at night. Check this out.
Tell him stop bringing all the minors over here late at night. I live right next to him. He do too much. It be like buses, like big ass buses. You just see all type of shit hop out. Especially at nighttime, like around 3 o'clock in the morning. It gets wild. I'm his neighbor. When my basketball go over there, I just let it be because I don't want to knock on the door.
Combs' Los Angeles mansion is in the upmarket Holmby Hills area, near Bel Air and Beverly Hills, while his Miami Beach home is located on the exclusive Star Island. The raids are in connection with a federal trafficking investigation, according to Fox 11, who were first to report on the raids. In a statement issued on Monday, Homeland Security said, earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations, New York, executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available. NBC News cited an unnamed source as saying that 3 women and a man have been interviewed by federal officials in Manhattan, and 3 other interviews are scheduled concerning allegations of trafficking, assault, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. It remains unconfirmed whether Combs himself is the focus of the investigation. Fox 11 has also shared video footage of the raid taken from an overhead helicopter that shows several individuals in handcuffs outside the property, including 2 men. What are your thoughts on this situation?
Jesse Waters is one guy who doesn't keep quiet about the Diddy cult. This dude has been reporting on Diddy, his wild parties, drugs, minors, and the whole sex cult setup since day one.
15 years ago, when NBC and Comcast were merging, their executives had to testify in front of Congress. Maxine Waters, no relation, saw an opportunity. She shook them down and forced them to give Diddy a piece of the pie.
Take the time to thank you, Queen Waters, for all that you have done to even make all of those businesses possible.
Oh my
it couldn't have been done without you, so thank you.
Thank you so very, very much. Woo!
I mean, I have on first-hand account how Diddy would try to bribe individuals to stay quiet by very, very expensive gifts. And so remember, things happen in the recording studio and at these parties. And what should happen here, as should have happened with the Jeffrey Epstein situation, all involved, subpoena them, call them in front of counsel, examine them. If you are exonerated, you're exonerated. But if you were there, we need to make sure what you saw and what you didn't see. Did you know and you stayed silent? Did he bribe you? Was there extortion? Remember, him kicking a girlfriend, which is despicable, forced fraud and coercion goes with exploitation. It's par for the course, Jesse. There's a lot of this stuff that's going to come out.
All right, well, we'll keep everybody posted as it develops. Yaku, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have to go in there. You don't be there. We're going to make the play. We're going to grab all the footage and everything. I think people are going to fall. Nothing is going to happen to him. He's going to be protected. But they've been using Diddy for how long, Jesse? From the politicians, from Maxine Waters?
So back in 2004, he launched Vote or Die.
Yep.
So he was for Kerry. Then he was for Obama.
Yep.
Then it was for Hillary. And then he's for Biden. So he has been the community organizer for the Democratic Party in the streets for about 20 years. He's a valuable asset.
Big time. Big time. And they gave, like, he started Revolt through Maxine Waters.
Gave him a cut in order for that merger to go through. She said, my guy has to get a piece of the pie.
So if you think about it, he's obviously in with these higher up politicians. You're in there recording all these people and having all this dirt, like they say with Epstein was working for Mossad, or God knows who he was working for. Who knows who Diddy was? Like, he's not recording all these people, all these princes, just to have like footage for when he's older to show to his kids. This is a coordinated thing, and I think the Cassie thing blew the top off. And now they're like, we have to go in and make sure nothing is incriminating for us, or else he does.
Right, because when they went in and raided Epstein's mansions, we never saw any of that footage.
Not 1 minute.
Only Ghislaine Maxwell went down.
Bingo.
They never got anybody else, and he had tapes in Little St. James. He had tapes in the Upper East Side. He had tapes in New Mexico and Palm Beach. We never heard anything else about that.
Exactly.
And returning music rights from Bad Boy Records. TMZ reporting the Fed slapping subpoenas on Diddy's charter jets. Now, sources say even commercial airlines will be subpoenaed, possibly the FAA, as investigators look for anyone who flew on Diddy's dime. They're not only looking for victims, they're looking for witnesses. People with unfettered access to Diddy's alleged crimes and freak-off parties. Some inside of Diddy's world have already started talking. Diddy's former bodyguard says he'll go on the stand.
I would testify to everything if I was told to. You know, if I was brought in to testify against that. You understand? I'm not going to sit there and wait in jail for him. Nah, I wouldn't do that.
So you don't have no problem testifying?
I have no problem sitting in the court of law, doing my due diligence.
Others have begun to back up some of the allegations in Diddy's former producer, Rodney Lil Rod Jones's lawsuit.
And will use him like she was a $3 hoe. That's a confidential informant. They'll let you do crimes, long as you don't do no murders and stuff like that. They'll let you go around and pay you. When I was in law enforcement, dog, they paid confidential informants $250 for revolvers, $500 for automatic weapons, $750 to $1,500 for semi-automatic guns and rifles and machine guns and shit like that. Some confidential informants got payment like that. And plus they get 8% of a case. 8% of a case. So if they bring in about, just say, they bring in a case $100,000. That's 8,000. What's that? What's that? $8,000. That's 8,000. They bring in $1 million case. $1 million case. That person is getting $80,000. I mean, like $80,000 on it. I think if you're talking about 8%, you know what I mean? So I'm saying that to say this: confidential informants get paid good, but Puff was a millionaire. Him being a confidential informant, him getting money like that, it was favors. He been getting favors and been paying law enforcement people for years to protect him. You understand? To protect him. We had a lot of people on the payroll when we was doing security. Everybody had, somebody might have this first 10 hours, that 10 hours, or whatever. He was paying law enforcement. He had a budget for law enforcement. Now, if something goes wrong, those people got friends in certain places. Then, plus, he tells his handler, yo, can you make this go away for me? I'll give you this and that. Now, that could be a lot of speculations or whatever like that. But why would you have or be working for an FBI agent if you're not an informant? Why? So when you got that kind of money, you could hire people to make a lot of things go away for you. Like you hire lawyers. Those lawyers have police officers and people working for them and investigators. Those investigators were former officers.
3 states working in tandem, and they did not tell the officers who they were raiding. They went in tactical as they were instructed to. They didn't know they was raiding Diddy's house. The higher-ups didn't tell anybody because they knew, with Diddy being a Fed informant, that he had people in the force and they wanted to make sure that went through legit. So they ain't tell nobody whose houses they was going to.
That's why you see the guns.
The cops didn't know that it was Diddy's house over there in Beverly Hills around the corner from the Playboy Mansion. They didn't know until they seen the kids.
Now, Waters claims Diddy's pulling double duty as an FBI informant and bribing the police to stay on his side. Kind of makes you wonder why he's so deep in the game.
The nigga Puff was like, yeah, like first he was amping him to get style. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga like the fucking. This nigga just tell me he take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But there's a little fruit. Puppy's a fruit pile. It's a fruit pile. Trust me. You see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there. Sitting out there for no reason. You don't see accident pictures of me like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, later you gonna find out a little shit that I'll be saying be real. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen. I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth, sometimes it hurts. Right. It hurts people and they don't want to hear that shit. But I'm trying to tell you, nigga asked me, could he take me shopping? And it fucked me up because I'm looking like, what the fuck did this nigga just say? I want to take you shopping. I got a bankroll out this motherfucker. I want to take you shopping. Why? Because when you walk around looking so motherfucking good, I'm going to feel like, God damn it, that motherfucker with me. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. But when a nigga tell me he want to take me shopping, what the fuck is the matter with this nigga?
For the people to make him the laughing stock of hip hop the laughing stock of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube is one of the greatest tragedies of our time. It's crazy what he has become to the media.
Can you separate his music from his personal life?
You know the man through his music. So you can't separate his personal life from the music.
Why do you think he was offering to take 50 Cent shopping?
I can't really offer that, bro. I can't really answer that. I don't know why, but just on some sucker shit, probably. You know what I'm saying? Trying to play 50. He know 50. Come on, bro. 50 was rich at the time. 50 used to do music for him. Why he never asked him then when he was doing music for him? You understand? Just talking shit, want to have something to say. Knowing 50.
Meanwhile, 50 Cent's been dropping some wild info on Diddy's cult, saying Diddy tried to lure him into the sex cult by inviting him on a shopping spree.
They had a recording of Meek and Diddy
making love?
I don't know if it was love.
Days after a damning surveillance video showed Diddy abusing his ex, a documentary is closer to becoming a reality.
Hey, once they make a documentary about you, then you know it's over. And 50 Cent sells Diddy Doc to Netflix. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, there's so many videos on Diddy, you know, that are resurfacing, but an actual documentary, and I don't know if there's gonna be like something with 50 Cent voice narrating. I don't know, but you know it's gonna be bad. All the information that they're gonna gather and how many people are gonna be tied into this. How many people right now are kind of just like, oh no, like, because 50 be getting on everybody when he be trolling. So it's like, I know a lot of people are probably just shaking in their boots right now. I just think that when Diddy approached 50 with the stuff that he says, like, I want to take you shopping and all that, you know, 50 was like, wait, hold on. So, and some guys he probably took shopping before, you know? And they, at the beginning, they probably thought it was Diddy doing something nice until they got like a knock at the door or something like that. And Diddy, I'm here to collect. So my whole thing is like, once this come out, if it goes through and falls through, it's gonna be bad. Like whatever we seen so far, all the stuff you want to gather, whatever we seen, it's probably gonna be 1,000,000 times worse for Diddy. So gonna be staying tuned for that, man.
You never do a deal with the devil, especially when he's trying to wear Prada. Now he's got recordings of Meek and Diddy, and he's threatening to drop it all. 50 doesn't just have one recording, he's sitting on a mountain of evidence that could put Diddy behind bars for good. The only question at this point is not if, but when.